Hey y'all, good morning, good evening, good night, whenever you should see this video. This is Miss V coming from my channel, As Above, Two Lips Below. I thank you guys for coming to watch my video. This right here is going to be the video of all videos, you hear me? Alright, I love teaching, I love showing people my knowledge. I am the observer. I ain't really here, I really ain't, and I refuse to be here. I just travel here and there and whatever. But this is the video right here, y'all, okay? Now, this video might split up. And please, if it do split up, you guys, please watch every single video, okay? Because every single video is going to come to a head. So, I appreciate you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I think the comments section is below. Okay, whatever. Anyway, this right here, this video is going to be called The Game of Life. This is the game of life, okay? Now, when I was doing the video, first of all, I did the what you call this demonstration on this board, but I noticed how I would have to keep doing this and that, so I said, no, I can't do that. So I just went ahead and copied everything on my chalkboard behind me, alright? And I hope that you guys can still see it and make out everything that it is. I will be, you know, teaching, alright? That's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now, as you can see before I go there, this is the same thing, okay? This is what I be trying to show people. Do y'all see that? On here behind me, you see these blocks, or whatever it may be. First of all, I want to say we are in a game. Alright? None of what I'm about to say is rehearsed. None of them just coming right off the dome or everything I know. So I'm not really structured like that. So you might find some parts to be after this part before. But you a smart individual. Figure that shit out. Okay? So anyway, when I first thought about the game, okay, I've told people this thousands of times. When you go out there on the street, the sidewalks are shaped like blocks. Should let you know that we are on a board game. Whether the game is shaped like this or shaped like Jeopardy, if it has swirly lines, all that type of stuff, it all has a beginning and an end. No matter how the game board is designed, right? So as I was thinking about game, the first thing, well, it wasn't the first thing, but what came up to me was dice. And I said, dang, Spirit, who rolled the dice? That was the question that I had asked. Who rolls the dice? And Spirit just, you know, started taking me into my intuition about a lot of stuff. And, you know, I had to elaborate, or I want to explain to you guys, first of all, about dice. All right? Now, first of all, before I go into it, when I ask the question, who rolls the dice? Spirit say, you. You are the dice. Okay? You are the dice. Okay? Because we are pure energy beings, okay? And that reminded me of, since I'm thinking of games, Sonic the Hedgehog came up into my mind. You know how he gets started. First of all, he's standing there. It's just like you sitting in this chair. All of a sudden, you want to get the moving. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your device get to moving, or your energy level gets to building up to it can carry you where you got to go, right? Sonic Hedgehog. So when I asked about the dice, that's what it is. We roll our own dice, okay? We are the dice. Put it like that. Okay, so let me go back. With further ado, let me get started, all right? Now, when I asked about die, the singular word for dice is die, all right? So if me and another person was to walk out my door, we would be dice. But me singularly is die, D-I-E, die, okay? Now, die, if you look it up, it has another meaning, cube, all right? So we are the die, plain and simple, D-I-E, and I'm gonna explain to y'all how I see all of that, right? Okay, so since this is a game of life, I looked up die, okay? And it says D120. I wanted to know what was the dice, what was the highest dice, because the dice that you normally see, originally see, it has 6 sides, I believe, and I think the number always go up to 6, I believe. But as further me studying, I have realized that the dice can go all the way up to 120, and I think 120 is the highest variable, all right? Now, D120, die 120, is the ultimate fair die allowed by Mother Nature. Okay, an example, mathematics. All right, Mother Nature, everything in Mother Nature has something to do with math. All right, okay. D120 is based on a polyhedron known as the diakis triacathahedron. I might have pronounced that right, but y'all look it up, okay? That's DIS DYAKIS TRIACONTAHEDRON. All right. The diakis triacathahedron, the face, is a elongated triangle. Okay. This die is perfectly numerically balanced within the same sums for numbers around verticals of the same type. Okay, so meaning in that if it has one number on one side, just like, I don't know if that is in regular die, but it has a corresponding number, a variable on the other side. Okay, so I don't know if it has 6 sides. I guess you can multiply or add this by 2, 4s, and 6s. Okay, but when it comes to a 120 die, I guess it goes 2 all the way to 120, something like that. Okay, so anyway, dice is a symbol that has several meanings. Dice with dots mean randomness. Okay? The immediacy of extinction. The immediacy of existence and the viality. We still in retrograde, ain't we? I read this better before I turned on the video. Okay? So, the immediacy of existence and the viality of life, fatalistic worldviews. So, in all that being said, that the dice gives you variables of possibilities once it's rolled. So, meaning in one person's life, by you being the die, you have a lot of possibilities or variations that can happen to you once you step out on the board game. Okay, so meaning in, okay, whether you go left or you go right on the board game, there's so many variations of possibilities this way, so many that way. So even though the streets may look the same, each day that you go out, there's you rolling the dice. And I guess my higher self is trying to tell me, as far as how or what variables you have starts with you. Okay, you are the die. So by your mind frame, the energy that you keep, the energy you possess, different types of energy that you withhold, I don't know, whatever, it starts with you. That's another video, I guess. Okay, I ain't get to that part, just came up. All right, so the die is used to generate a random outcome. Okay, so you don't know what's going to happen when you go out there unless you in control of your energy. Okay, now the black dots are on the dice are called pipes. All right, okay, so pips, pipes, however you say it. Okay, so when I said something about the dice or the die, meaning you are the die. Okay, it has a lot to do with the cube. All right, so this is a deep knowing that my intuition had picked up on. Right, it said cube. If any of you know about the cube scenario, okay, now this cube scenario will be like, okay, if you take a cube, right, and if you unfold the die or the cube, you get a cross, right? So on the cross is who? Jesus. So if Jesus was on the cross, and Jesus is the ascended master, that was his ending on the cross, then you coming down here, descending to this earth plane, is you being taken, through your journey, so that, your cross is everywhere that you go. Do you get it? Okay, so it's like you having to go through this lower earth plane to ascend back up to ascended master, to a Jesus status. Okay, that is the point of you being here. So when they unfold the dice, okay, and it ends up being a cross, you're on the cross. So when they roll the dice, and when you roll the dice, that is you being rolled out to different possibilities, and where your dice lands will be your outcome. Okay, out of the variations that you are or have or think or whatever, wherever's in your energy, however God made this or whatever. Another video. Anyway, so what happens is the cross gets pulled out, which is cross symbolizes death. All right. So like I said, because that is the ending path for the ascended master Jesus, right? So me, or if you turn me around, is we. So nothing that I can say about myself that's not being said about you, or about you that does not reflect back to me, right? So that's that polarity. I'm always talking about polarity, okay? So what we do is we come down here as, you know, gods or whatever it may be, already having the ability to win the game, all right? But the tapping into all the resources and the tools to play the game is what is played out during time, all right? So we play the game to the 3D just to return. I didn't say go back. I said return back to ascending masters on this realm to be able to enter into the next game on the higher realm. Do you understand that? You playing one game down here, ascend, and the next lifetime or wherever you're going after this, whatever, is a whole different other ball game. Okay? So you have to be ready and prepared. You have to conquer this earth plane before you can ascend and go to a different game or a different existence, right? So, when it came to me thinking about, you know, games, first of all, it has said that, I'm just getting my thoughts together, y'all. They have different games like Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, Snakes and Ladders. I never played that before, but I think on Snakes and Ladders you either ascend or you descend according to rolling the die. Okay, now the Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong is about them finding the princess, right? That's a love. Okay, they're trying to get to love. Okay, now the thing was, I know that they changed the game. Okay, it used to be getting the princess, it used to get the rewards, but now the game is more of survival, right? So you got games like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and Fortnite. All right, so they changed the narrative. So in this game that you're in, you thinking to yourself like life is just going to be about, okay, so as soon as I find love, then I won the game, that I've graduated, I found God all back over again. But now the powers that be changed the scenario of the game. So now they put in shit like what's that one game where a girl is trying to find food or something like that? I don't know. Then you give me the name and shit. But look, boy, it's more of like just survival, okay? The zombies and all types of shit like that, okay? So when dreams come about and die is in your dreams, then yeah. So dice in the dream is a sign of a organized life. It's a sign of organized life. All right. A die makes one think of luck and gambling right away. The dream guides you to believe in a provincial chance. Seeing yourself playing dice means that you are taking some risks and you are playing with your faith. Dice in dreams usually refer to fortune. Okay. Now, dice definitions, they also do too. All right. So they say when you dream of dice, it's about maybe it could be the energy or the destiny or fortune of your life may change once you have to wake up or go back to sleep. And this is because you actually woke when you sleep and come back here and you have to play out what you have dreamed about or those variations that you dreamed. It's like a forewarning. Okay. So dice definitions also are done. Okay, now dice divinations are called astragomancy, with astrago meaning divinations. Okay, astragomancy is ASTRAGALOMANCEY or CY. I'm not sure. Okay, but astrago means divination. So divinations with dice is a form of fortune telling. Fortune tellers use sometimes not just dice but stones, bones, okay, and they help to shed light on people's dark situations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of human conditions, right? They change the game, all right? pretty much. All right, so they changed the game and put it what we used to do with our hands, what we used to do with our intuition. Now they have put on TV that is easy acceptable, but then you have frequencies and different types of just all kind of wavelengths and shit that just mess with your brain now. Okay, so really there's no more of thinking, of more physical thinking, is more of like a virtual thinking, plain and simple. Okay, so I want to just come on here and show you guys what I be thinking. All right, so each time that we travel these paths and roads that we go down, all right, is like let me go ahead and show y'all whatever, because I'm getting too far ahead of myself. That's what's throwing me off. Okay, and sometimes y'all, these dyes are made from animal and knuckle bones and metia. Okay, this is why they makes them so spiritual, is because they were made out of natural or animal properties. That means that they were alive. Okay, so I just want to make sure y'all can see that. Let me bring it in a little bit. Okay, I think y'all can see that.